Good morning and welcome to our celebration assembly for this wet Friday morning. I've got some things to do. I've got some house points. First week we've had house points. I've got the stars of the week, and I'm also going to share with you some poetry. The reason I'm going to share poetry is twofold. One is because yesterday was National Poetry Day, which is a really important day to celebrate poetry and all the things that poetry can do. And also, yesterday was the beginning of Black History Month. I'm going to share with you some poetry of one of my favourite poets of all time, a poet called Langston Hughes. And Langston Hughes was a black American poet, writing in the 1920s, 30s, 40s. He actually died in 1967. He was also another writer, a columnist, a news writer, an activist, political activist, and also a brilliant poet and writer. The theme for Black History Month this year is Black Voices. And when I heard that theme, the first person I thought of was Langston Hughes, because one of the things he did as a poet was give voice to the voiceless and explained an experience that hadn't previously been in poetry or literature before in general. I have added a couple of links. One link, which is a beautiful example of Viola Davis reading one of his poems, and also a biography, a cartoon biography of Langston Hughes, so you know about him, you find out some more about him. I'm going to read 3 of his poems for World Poetry Day and to celebrate the beginning of Black History Month. First one's called Dreams. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is broken-winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for where dreams go, life is a barren field, frozen with snow. I thought that was a really appropriate poem, just to think about how some of us might be feeling right now with all the things that are going on in the world and so on. And let's hold fast to our dreams. This one's called My People, which is a celebration of all the people he knew where he was living in New York, in Harlem, in the 1920s and 30s. And it's a real celebrating of the life of the black people who lived in Harlem. But I think it's a celebration of everybody's life. Because the great thing about poetry is it's general and universal. And that's something Langston Hughes does brilliantly. This is called My People. Dream singers, storytellers, dancers, loud laughers in the hands of fate, my people, dishwashers, elevator boys, ladies' maids, crap shooters, cooks, waiters, jazzers, nurses of babies, loaders of ships, porters, hairdressers, comedians in vaudeville, and bandmen in circuses, dream singers all, storytellers all, dancers, God what dancers, singers, God what singers, singers and dancers, dancers and laughers, laughers, yes, laughers, 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 loud-mouthed laughers in the hands of fate. One thing you have to know about that poem is the word craps. It's a kind of a gambling game played with dice in America. A beautiful poem about all those people. It's like populating the world with these amazing people. This poem is called Jazzonia. I'm a massive fan of jazz. Langston Hughes was a jazz musician as well, and knew loads of jazz musicians, great jazz musicians like Cab Calloway and Duke Ellington, who also gave that experience of living in New York in the 20s and 30s. It's called Jazzonia. Oh, silver tree, oh, shining rivers of the soul, in a Harlem cabaret, 6 long-headed jazzers play. A dancing girl whose eyes are bold lifts high a dress of silk and gold. Oh, singing tree, oh, shining rivers of the soul, where Eve's eyes in the first garden, just a bit too bold, was Cleopatra gorgeous in a gown of gold. Oh, shining tree, oh, silver rivers of the soul, in a whirling cabaret, 6 long-headed jazzers play. I love the rhythm of that poem. I love the images of these people dancing. It's a really happy poem. Okay, so that was Langston Hughes, and I said I'd put a couple of links of Viola Davis, the actress Viola Davis, reading one of his poems. It's very, very beautiful, and also an autobiography, so you know more about Langston Davis. Now let's go on to the stars of the week. So, let's start with Bramble Class. So Mrs. Head and Mrs. Malhotra have said that Yakub and Penny are their stars of the week for excellent use of our resources. And they say, we ask the children to choose it, use it and put it away as they play. And both of these children have been role models to their peers in doing this. And that's really important for learning and also keeping everybody safe. So well done, Yakub and Penny. Okay, Mrs. Brooks has nominated in Hop class Esther and Joanna, both for showing a great interest and confidence when coming into school. So well done, that's going to really help their learning as well. And Miss Fitzgerald, in Daisy class, we have Emma and Jack for super symmetry work and teaching other children about symmetry too. So well done, Emma and Jack. I've forgotten to say rounds of applause, haven't I? So let's give a round of applause for Jacob and Penny. Let's give a round of applause for Esther and Joanna. I'm saying that wrong. Iona. Sorry. Iona. And let's give a round of applause for Emma and Jack. Okay, Miss Winshurst has said Jenny for a super attitude to learning this week, and for Harley for persevering in all areas of his learning and not giving up. Let's give them a round of applause. And in Snowdrop class, we have Autumn for becoming more independent and not waiting for an adult to get her started. Well done, Autumn. And we have Abigail for such enthusiasm towards all her learning. So well done, Abigail. And in Traveller's Joy class, we have Ralphie for making so much progress in maths. Well done, Ralphie. And Lucy for excellent dribbling skills in hockey. So let's give Year 2 children, Ralphie, Lucy, Autumn and Abigail, a round of applause. Okay, let's move on to Year 3. So we have Kia for his focused and work dedication, and Dan for his positive contribution to school life. Let's give them a round of applause. And in Honeysuckle, wait for the round of applause. Now move on to Honeysuckle. At Honeysuckle we have Natalia for settling in well as our new member of Honeysuckle, and Dulcie for being a fantastic friend and role model to her peers. So let's give Natalia and Dulcie a round of applause. Okay, let's move on to Year 4, Oxford class. We have Frederick for excellent vocabulary use in literacy. Well done, Frederick, and a really positive attitude as well. And Sarah for always being helpful and considerate to others. That's really important. Let's give those two people a round of applause, Frederick and Sarah. Okay, and camping class with Zachary for being a good role model to the class and always trying his best in all tasks. And Freddie for producing some excellent artwork. So well done, Freddie, and well done, Zachary. Round of applause. And in Ivy class, Year 5, we have Billy for showing a mature attitude and Isabel for excellent attitude and improvement with her maths. Let's give them a round of applause. And we have in Mistletoe class, Benjamin for excellent attitude towards everything he does. Well done. And Lauren for her beautiful literacy work. So let's give Benjamin and Lauren a round of applause. Okay, moving up into Year 6, we have Bluebell class, Austin for excellent writing English this week, and Edward for contributing in class regularly. Let's give Austin and Edward a round of applause. And in Primrose class, we have Aliyah and Anna. They've both shown great teamwork skills and working well with others this week, so fantastic. Aliyah and Anna, let's give them a round of applause. Okay, now everybody who follows our golden rules gets one prize because they're helping people, so that's the first prize. And the second prize they get, if an adult sees them, is some house points. So house points are like double prizes. And we have our house points this week. As we're getting into the fifth week of term, we've started collecting our house points. Now let's see what we've got. It's very, very close. And thank you to the house captains who we voted for last week for collecting these house points. We have let's just have a look. Let's start with Blackman House. Let's give Blackman House a round of applause. Thank you very much. 139 house points. And then let's give with 3 more, very close. Yellow, I'm trying to... That's Crompton, that is, isn't it? Crompton. 142 for Crompton. And a little bit behind, 15 points behind Blackman House, is Wells House on 124. So let's give a round of applause to Wells House. And quite a bit further ahead than other people, 25 points, is... I'm trying to remember what green is. Green must be Darwin. That's what green, isn't it? Darwin. Darwin House. 167 points for Darwin House. You see, they've written green on here rather than Darwin House. So the winners of the House Cup are Darwin House. So well done, Darwin House. I hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's had a really good time. Remember to keep the golden rules next week. And congratulations to Peaceful Head Star of the Week. And have a really good weekend. And make sure you keep safe and keep each other safe. Thank you.